Hi, roses. I'm Rosie, the psychic reader at the Psychic War, and roses are red. Violets are blue, but I'm actually reading the energy, not just riding the waves like some people do. If that's something you can relate to, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and watch the playlist. The playlist is called Sign of the Times, and the energy that I'm getting into is for Scorpio. Someone is so desperate to keep you, but they don't know how to maintain you. They're still calling you high maintenance, but they want to keep you so bad they'll do anything to keep you around, but at the same time they're complaining about how much it costs to maintain you. The energy that you have also, I feel like, is something they want to tap into, but they don't know how to maintain the energy, so they need you around to feed off of you. These are energetic parasites, nothing more, nothing less, and you're not responsible for them, even though they desperately want to put you in this position of being their king. They want you to be their queen. They want you to fix all their problems, solve all their problems, make their decisions, but it's not your responsibility. It's your energy, and you don't give them the authority or permission to siphon it off. So it's going to be a constant battle and a fight. You feel like you're winning each. I feel like they desperately want to get your attention in some way and feel like they're one-upping you in some way, but the more you fight, the stronger you get. Is like you invite this type of energy, and they're very generous when it comes to energy. They don't realize how valuable they are. They don't value themselves the way you value them, so they're losing a lot more than they realize. Like, they're throwing pennies at you, but to you it's gold coins. This energy is so precious. They don't know what to do with it. You could be someone who's talented. You could be using it for your talent. You could be using it to write books or write movies. And, like, for instance, this energy around you, it could be someone it could be a toxic couple. And you're listening to the whole fight. They want your attention. You're listening to the whole fight. And then you go and write a movie script and sell it to Hollywood for millions of dollars. But they're still just a toxic couple that lives next door. They don't get nothing for that. They don't get any credit for the energy that they're giving you, but you know what to do with it. Okay, somebody could be calling you a fraud, or maybe they're starting to figure it out that you're using them, and they're upset about that. Also, that you don't give a damn anymore. Maybe in the past you were tipping people's eggshells just so they could feel confident and comfortable being free to give you so much. That's what I'm feeling like. Why they're so desperate to keep you around, but they don't realize how expensive you are. Okay, humane. I feel like some people get it. That's why they stay clear of you. But the people who still, at this point, if they're still in your energy, still lingering and lurking, they're slaves. They don't even realize they're tied to you. This is some real devilish energy. But I feel like people who respect you and respect your space, they make sure they're not crossing your boundaries. These are people who you can look eye to eye with and not feel cringy and like your skin is crawling, because they respect you as a human being. But people who are like constantly trying to seep into your skin barrier, like they don't know where they stop and you begin. They're like sandmen. These are people who really don't have a choice, and every time you move, like you could even just move in a muscle, you feel like a whole crowd just stops everything they do and look at you, because that's how attractive you are, and that's how powerless they are in your energy. You might as well call it your flock at this point. So it's a relationship here that's coming up. I feel like it's you and a partner, and once you guys get together, there's so much power. They call it a power couple, because I feel like you stay in your feminine if you're feminine, and you stay in your masculine if you're masculine. So when you come together with this masculine and feminine, you guys can exchange energy in a legal way. But that's what these other energies, they want to exchange energy with you like they're your husband or your wife or someone you're in love with, and you don't even know them at all. And that's why they're sick and twisted. You know, this is why there's laws. This is why people have walls on their house, and why we don't just live in the grass. Why don't we just live in the grass? Because they live like snakes, and they're happy living in the grass. But something about their energy is very generous. I feel like it's what you're doing with it. So because you value this energy so much, you're going to be very careful about what you do with it. It's just like a chemist who's mixing chemicals together. Those chemicals don't have any mind of its own, but it's the way that you use the energy. I feel like you're very careful about the way you store it, the way you destroy it, the way you throw it away. Like, it's almost like someone who's an oil painter. If you leave your oil paint in a trash can, like with different materials, it could catch fire. So that's what I'm feeling like. You could be using this like gunpowder. Somebody could be hunting ducks. But basically, you have full access to their mind, and you can control their minds to do whatever it is you want them to do. So I get like what you're using this for is something that's going to benefit you in a major way, because they give you access. They don't have boundaries up, and I feel like you can use that to your own benefit. It's very clear. It's not a secret what's happening. You have boundaries up, and that's what makes you so attractive. But at the same time, they're bumping into your walls. They're not actually penetrating you in any way. At the same time, you're penetrating them, even if you don't mean to, because they don't have any walls. So maybe you understand what's happening here. This came in reverse. I feel like you're God to them, but also Satan. You could be the devil to them, but you're God to them, essentially, whether they worship you or not, or think you're the bad guy or not, because you can go wherever you want. You probably could actually walk up in their house without any problems, and they'll just have a conversation with you in the living room or whatever. Like, maybe when you were younger, you used to be in everybody's house. Like, I don't know, I'm getting that for some people. Like, nobody is stopping you. You have Queen of Water. You're like water. You can flow wherever there's a hole, wherever the door is open is basically your home. So that's a little weird. Okay, you have compassion, loving. You could be a psychic. That's what I'm getting, is a mental permission. And I'm watching these flock of birds. I don't know if they're geese or what, but they're just swaying back and forth. Like, that's how you control this crowd. If you say something over there, you point something over there, the whole crowd turns their neck, like they get whiplash just to see what it is you're pointing at. This is power that you have. You got to use it wisely, though. Okay? Because it's expensive. That's what I'm getting. Like, if you, I don't not necessarily piss these people off, but if you start a fight, you could basically start a mob. Is that what it's called? Like, is it inciting a crowd or inciting rage in some way? This two of air. Like, you have a decision to make. Do you want to start a fight, or do you want to keep the peace? It's up to you. Because I feel like these people, they operate in such a depressing energy. Everything is sad. Everything is hopeless. Nothing is going right in their life or their world, and that's just how their thoughts are. It's just running. It's just like, it's just down into the pit of hell, and there's really no end. It's just a bottomless pit. So that's a good thing for you, because you have even more access. The farther they go down, that's how much more access you have into this underworld. But you don't give them access to the higher realms, and that's what they were hoping for. They were hoping it would be an even exchange, but you don't give them access. It does not go both ways. Okay, so you have 8 of water here. Yeah, it's like you have a dam for their energy. It stops them, it slows them down. Your temple is waterproof when it comes to them. The reading from the last playlist was like, is this fair? Is this energy fair? It's very fair, because I feel like initially you saw this energy eye to eye, and you gave them a choice. Do you respect me as a human being? Because I respect you. No, they don't respect you as a human being, so I don't respect you. And that is much more beneficial coming from you, because I feel like you have a system set in place. Like, well, what do I do with people I don't respect? I put them in this category. And what do I do with people I respect? I put them over here. So I feel like everything's so organized. But with them, it's just depression. Nothing but depression, nothing but sadness. And they're going to die alone in their own misery. Even if they're surrounded by people, they don't like each other. This could be a family that hates each other. They're always yelling, always threatening fights and wars, basically. These are the type of people who wish for their loved ones to die so that they can receive an inheritance, whatever so-called inheritance they think. But what's really sad is the people supporting them probably don't even have that much money. They're giving them their last, but they're so ungrateful for it. They feel like they should have everything. These are sick, twisted individuals. Very lonely, very sad. Okay. But I feel like you can wrap your passion around that and take more from it, even more than you were getting before. Yeah, this person is going to die for sure. Whoever it is that's antagonizing you, what they're doing is leading them closer to death. And it's a spiritual death, it's an emotional death, but it's definitely a physical death as well. Unfortunately, they haven't taken the precautions to lead a house, so you could just see it very clearly. They're deteriorating. More on this energy. Oh my goodness. This is how they live. They live in filth. Okay? Nothing about their life is clean. Even though they give out this impression that they are clean, no, their energy is very toxic. It's toxic, like something that'll corrode their lungs, it'll corrode their liver, and they're gonna die. They're gonna die from this spiritual contagion. Yeah, but you're safe. Okay. So the whatever it takes to maintain your energy, like I said, is expensive. People are dying for you. I feel like if you feel any type of guilt about this, about you coming up based off of this energy, is real cutthroat. Just accept Christ, because Christ died for you as well. These other people are dying. Christ died for you, and you don't have to feel bad about that. So that's the energy I'm getting. If that's something you're resonating with, definitely like this video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments how you're feeling about this energy, and I will see you in the next one.